Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
What's going on YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P back again for another video. Now as always folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. Alright guys, we are back once again. And yeah, I was supposed to actually do a video for you guys yesterday, but I'm not gonna lie, I was really caught up in watching this Are You My Ball show, you know, on Twitch. It's just been back to back like content going on, you know, because you got like Deshae in there, Dub, Jay Cinco came yesterday, all these girls, all these different emotions, all these, you know, eliminations that been going on, and it's just been a crazy show. I got to give it to DDG, man. Hey man, you did it, man. You did your big one with this one. I know like next month they got like the Kai Mafia-thon 3 and all that, and I know he's gonna go over the top with that. But when it comes to just like being able to do something like out of this world with what you kind of like given, which is this show is amazing. I don't take nothing from it. I'm just saying it's like it looks legitimately like one of those shows, like, you know what I'm saying, like the Flavor of Loves, For the Love of Ray J. I think The Game had a show. It's just, you know what I'm saying, one of them type of shows. So he doing it. You know what I'm saying? And these girls going through the motions, they crying. He don't want to get rid of them and all this other stuff. But one thing I got to touch on is I noticed that this show is being like, you know, garnered toward the whole DDG and the Halo situation that's currently going on in the court system with Halle and everything. And I think, I mean, it's nothing really DDG can do when girls, you know, because they know that Halo is his heart. And, you know, they present things like with the girl Taylor Jasmine, or we call her the Undertaker. She presented DDG with this painting yesterday or last night on their one-on-one date, and it was just a painting of DDG and Halo. And I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying, because they know that he's going through it. Like, I mean, you got to realize he pretty much came fresh from the court custody battle / restraining order situation to do this show. You know what I mean? There wasn't really any like gaps in between. And as we know, during that court date, it was pretty much him and his mom showed up. They told that his mom couldn't be, you know, in the courtroom because she's a witness to what happened. And Halle was pretty much on a Zoom call with her attorney or whatever, so she didn't even show up really. So you gotta realize that was the last thing he did on the outside world before he started doing this show. So the girls kind of like, you know, using that as kind of like a pinpoint to like, you know, get into, you know, his emotions and stuff, because he, like he says, he keeps his emotions bottled up. Now, when I say that the girls are going hard, they are going hard. You know what I mean? They trying to really win his love. Like I said, it's a lot of different crazy things popping off. Deshae's kind of like being sneaky, trying to holler at him to see who's really there for DDG and who's there, you know, pretty much for fame. And pretty much all these girls, for, well, at least the memorable ones, will have a boost in their, you know, TikTok algorithm and whatever they do, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. They definitely deserve it because they've been going hard for like 5 days so far. I think it's only like 2 days left or something. Yeah, they definitely deserve it. Now today on the show, everybody's kind of anticipating this. Everybody's been pushing for it. Everybody's been sending in a lot of money to make this day happen. This is the day where India Love comes and she eliminates a girl, you know, from the show. Now, a lot of people are saying that she'll probably eliminate Jasmine because she just keeps surviving. She gets eliminated, she comes back, she wins, and it's just been crazy. Like, she's like the underdog. That's why they call her the Undertaker, because she keeps coming back from the dead. They kill her off, they bring her back. It's crazy. I got to give it to her. I mean, the girl has an immaculate vocal range. Like, her singing is, I mean, she can actually, like, if American Idol was still around, she could really be going to Hollywood type stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Or America's Got Talent. Like, she could really come out here and really do something. So I don't know. I think she said she was on a show before called The Pop Game or something. They shot it in Encino out here. I was like, I've never heard of it, but I guess it's supposed to be like the version of the rap game, but it was a singing version of it or something. I'm not familiar with it. You know, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I just want to touch on this because I feel like the girls are using, like I say, this Halo situation to their advantage, and being females, they really can kind of see that DDG is bothered by it. You know what I mean? And the way DDG is going, he's not really even trying to stop him talking about Halo. He's not saying anything. He's using like subtle hints even with some of his songs, and then he'll stop before it says Halo or something like that, or Hallie's name. He'll put a blank in it because I think he's just, now it's time to use the situation for content. He doesn't present Halo, he doesn't put pictures up of Halo, but he wants to kind of like, I feel like, kind of poke at it a little bit because it's like they playing with him, so now it's time for him to play with them. That's kind of like the energy I'm getting. He tired of it. Like, he's the only one seems to be taking the situation serious. You know what I'm saying? Hallie's just doing it, just being bitter, and she's, like I told you, every time when DDG's doing something big, I feel like Hallie's kind of like throwing something out there to kind of throw at the media, like, oh, Halle Bailey's on a dinner date. Like, why you didn't do that 2 weeks ago when he wasn't doing that? Now you do it right when he starts the beginning of the show. So I think his turn. He's like, all right, I'm gonna start messing around. So the girls are drawing, painting stuff with Halo, and he's, oh man, that touching my heart type stuff. He's not doing anything crazy, and he's not the one painting Halo. The girls are in his live, so it's not like he can say, no, stop, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, even when he's doing his songs in the studio, he plays songs, and then it might say something about, and before it says Halo, it's just blank, and then he looks at the camera, play with it. That's why I feel, because it's like, I don't feel like in a situation like this, they gonna really let DDG have the upper hand, and it's annoying, and all he wants to do is see his son. You know what I'm saying? This is like, it's like the craziest thing. It's almost like, even though we know clearly that DDG and Halo are father and son, and Hallie's the mother, it's like they making it like it's a sin or something for him to like want to be with his child. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like he has to go through so much just to like be with his kid. He has to go to courts and flying out the country just to pick him up. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And for him to have, luckily he has the finances that he do have, because he's spending a ton of money paying for these lawyer fees, court fees, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then he still doesn't get to see Halo. Even though he went to court, when he got up, got dressed, got his mom, got George to drive him up there, Halo's not at the courthouse. Halo's not on camera. It was just Halle. You know what I'm saying? Halle and her attorney, and then he's talking to the judge. So he's doing stuff, and he doesn't even get like a glimpse of Halo. You understand what I'm saying? That you're fighting for something that's not even there, because Halle didn't put Halo on the camera in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? When she was on her Zoom thing with her attorney, it was just her and her attorney. Separate blocks. She's in a block, the attorney's in a block, and then DDG and his mom was there. They told his mom had to, step out the courtroom because she's a witness to everything. So now we're on the show, and I think, like I said, DDG is like, man, you know what? Man, y'all do what y'all want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't necessarily do it, but y'all can, because y'all not in the documents. You know what I'm saying? He can't stop them from doing certain things, just like he can't stop a paparazzi from popping out, taking a picture of him when he's with his son. You know what I'm saying? Whether staged or not, people do crazy things. If you see DDG on out somewhere, let's say he's on out in Santa Monica, or walking, on the beach with his son, and you guys take a picture and then send it to TMZ or send it to the Shade Room, he didn't do that. He was just playing with his kid. So there's no way you can really stop a person or people from talking about his child, even though it's like a court issue. You know what I'm saying? There's restrictions and stuff, but you can't stop the public. You can't stop the public from doing that. It's impossible. So, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I am about to lock back in on this show. I think the last time I looked, I think they were like sleeping and stuff. Of course, we can't really play clips from what's going on because, DDG got that content ID, and I ain't trying to get jammed up. Shout out to D Green and all y'all boys that's getting, y'all channels kind of striked and stuff like that. But I'm not going to get my channel striked. You know what I mean? I think D Green got his strike removed, but I'm not even playing that game with DDG, man. But anyway, shout out to everybody. Are You My Ball is top content, top quality content, guys. So definitely, if you got a Twitch account or something, tap in. You know what I'm saying? I'm subbed up, and I'm about to go lock back in on the show, and I might hit the finale, guys. I might actually go. So if you're out there, guys, say what's up. You know what I mean? I might actually go to this finale out here. It's gonna be I think in Inglewood. But yeah, so we're gonna tap back into the show. But anyway, guys, I just want to say, as always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and holla back at your boy. Peace.